Today's lesson is about solving one-step inequalities. Your learning target says I can solve one-step inequalities and graph the solutions. The process for solving this addition problem is going to be the same process we used for equalities. It's just that we're going to have a different symbol in here. So remember, I want to work with the side that has the variable. So I need to get rid of this adding 11. So I'm going to use the inverse. I'm going to subtract 11, but not just from the left. I'm also going to subtract 11 from the right. This creates an additive inverse or zero pair that cancels. So that means I have z on the left. 5 minus 11 is negative 6 on the right. And my symbol was greater than, so it's going to stay greater than. When I go to graph this, negative 6 is my center. One more. Remember, we're talking negative, so the order might seem a little weird. And one less. I want my answer to be everything greater than negative 6. It did not say including negative 6, so I'm going to circle because negative 6 is not part of my solution set. And I'm going to graph everything greater, but not including negative 6. I want you to try this one. I'm going to set it up for you. You can use a calculator. One of my fancy ones that has fraction keys will be helpful. When you're done solving and graphing, come back and check your answer. All right, so I want to work on the side that has the variable, and I want to get rid of this adding 4.5. So I'm going to subtract 4.5 from not only the left, but also from the right. When I do that, that creates an additive inverse or a zero pair that's gone. And I have W remaining on the left, negative 1 3/4 minus 4 1/2 actually gives me negative 6 1/4. And my symbol was greater than or equal to, so it's going to stay greater than or equal to. All right, so there's my solution set. When I go to graph it, I have negative 6 1/4 in the center. I have a little bigger, a little smaller. And this time, when I go to graph it, negative 6 1/4 is part of my solution set. I want everything less than and including negative 6 1/4. So this time we're going to graph this direction. Again, with our subtraction problems, we follow the same process, we just have a different symbol. So I want you to try this one without me. You are going to try and get rid of this subtract 11. Solve it, graph it, and come back when you're ready for checking. All right, so I'm going to get rid of the subtract 11 by adding its inverse. So this creates a zero pair, or they cancel each other out. Notice I didn't just add 11 to the left, I also added it to the right. So what I have remaining is a y on one side, and negative 7 plus 11 is 4 on the other, and my symbol was greater than or equal to. So here's my answer. It's going to be time to graph. 4 in the center, a little bigger, a little smaller. It says that my answer is part of the solution set, so I need a closed dot. I want everything greater than and including 4. So that means we're going to graph this way. Again, I want you to try this one. Use the same process. When you get your solution, go ahead and graph it. And when you're ready, come back for checking. working on the side that has the variable. So we're talking about this side. And I want to get rid of a subtract 1 1/3. So I will do the inverse. I will add 1 1/3, not just to the right, but also to the left. And so that becomes nothing. It cancels. On the left, I have 3 plus 1 1/3 is 4 1/3. On the right, I have my variable, and I leave my symbol alone. Now, if it bothers you that you have a number and then the letter, you can always flip that around. Do you remember when you were a littler person and your teacher said that this is really a mouth and these are teeth and it's eating the bee? I can't really make that into a mouth, sorry. And it's eating the bee. Well, you could flip it around and keep that symbol eating the bee and put it this way. And this is a little easier for us to graph because that's what we're used to. So I would put 4 1/3 in the center, a little bigger, a little smaller. And it says that my solution, this 4 1/3 is part of my solution set, so I'm going to fill in my dot. I want everything greater than and including 4 1/3, so I'm going to graph this way. All right, so we need a little wrinkle to our process here. We're going to halt, we're going to time out, because when you solve multiplication and division equalities, there is one big difference you have to remember. If you were to multiply or divide by a negative number, you have to flip your symbol. So let me explain why this is, and then we have to practice it. And it's hard to remember because it only happens sometimes. So I think we can all agree that 2 is less than 4. But if I were to multiply, let's say, by a -1, both sides, so I'm not changing anything, 2 times -1 is -2. And 4 times -1 is -4. So I think you'll see that -2 now is greater than -4. So when you multiply or divide by a negative number, you have to flip your sign. So let's work this one together. So I'm going to set up the balance. The opposite of multiplying by -2 would be to divide by -2. So far my process is the same. Whoops. Let me fix that. That's a 2. So that means I'm left with 1F on the right, and 7 divided by -2 is going to give me -3.5 on the right. But remember, sometimes I have to change the symbol. And since I divided by a negative number, I no longer have greater than or equal to, I have less than or equal to. Now, if this bothers you to have the number first and then the letter, just flip it around. The mouth is eating the F, so just put the mouth eating the F and flip it the other way around. And now that it's in that order, I can put -3.5 here, -3 4/10 there, -3 6/10 there. It says that my answer is part of the solution set, so I have a closed dot. I want everything greater than and including -3 5/10, so it goes this way. So in this case, I had to flip my sign, but I don't always have to flip my sign, so you have to pay attention to details. Take this one, for example. Here's my balance. The opposite of multiplying by 6 is dividing by 6, both sides. This gives me 1M on one side. -42 divided by 6 is going to give me -7 on the left. I did not multiply or divide by a negative number, so my sign does not change. But if it bothers you to have number first and then letter, let's flip it around. The mouth of the inequality is eating the M, so just make sure it's pointed that way again. And once we have it like this, it's a little easier for us to graph. -7 in the center, a little bigger, a little smaller. My answer is part of the solution set. I want everything greater than and including -7, so let's go this way. All right, try this one without me. I'll get you started. You want to get rid of this divide by 3 1/5. When you have your answer and you've graphed it, come back for checking. Okay, the opposite of dividing by 3 1/5 is multiplying by 3 1/5. Not just one side, both sides. This will cancel. I have h on one side, 22 2/5 on the other. Don't change your sign because I did not multiply by a negative number. It's confusing, I understand. Okay, 22 2/5 goes here. A little bit bigger goes here. A little bit smaller goes here. It says I want everything greater than and including 22 2/5. So close dot and this direction. Again, I want you to try this one without me. See if you can solve it, and once you've solved it, can you graph it? All right. So we're working on the side with the variable. The opposite of dividing by -5 is multiplying by -5. Both sides times -5. So that cancels. I have M on one side, -8 on the other, and I multiplied by a negative number, so I switch my sign around. So -8 is in the center, a little bigger, a little smaller. My graph says I want everything less than -8, open circle, this direction. So I had to switch my sign because I multiplied by that negative number. All right, you are ready for video problem number 1. You are going to solve this and graph it. So solve and graph. K plus 5 is greater than or equal to -3. When you're ready for question 2, come back to me. Question number 2, you're going to solve and graph. B minus 5/7 is greater than 2. When you're ready for question 3, come back to me. Question number 3 is a multiplication problem, so think about whether you have to switch your sign or not. You're going to solve and graph. 2/3 times x is greater than or equal to 12. Pause while you're working. Come back when you're ready for the next problem. Video problem number 4 is also one you need to think about if you have to switch your sign. I want you to solve and graph. B divided by -8 is less than or equal to -2. Pause while you're working it and come back when you're ready for the next question. All right, try a story problem. It takes Alfonso 3/4 of an hour to mow a lawn. Write and solve an inequality to find the number of lawns he can mow if he works at least 15 hours. When you are all done with this, you're going to turn it in by the beginning of tomorrow's class period.